Here we go. The LX amplifier is on the Kicker site and gonna be at your local Kicker dealer. Yeah, you got it all right. And I'm excited. Johnny's just getting ahead of the show here. But it's Friday. Let's kick it off. And of course, yes, we got awesome questions, awesome guests tuning in. Is the LX amplifier better than the Q Class was? We're going to talk about it. I'll see you guys in 3 minutes.
Okay. So we're kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud.
Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
Of course, there's always problems. TikTok logged me out, so trying to figure that out. But most of you guys are on YouTube. A few of you guys are on Facebook. And let's get this thing going.
That's a live stream? Would you look at that?
Live and love with Andy.
And we are a go. Thank you guys for tuning in. And you just got to look at it, William. And of course, we are in the Kicker Cave. Appreciate you tuning in every night. Love you, man. Let's kick off this Friday with the LX amplifier now on the website. You can pick one up, but not on the site. You got to go to your local dealer. But they are here. Kicker made the post on Facebook, so you know it's real. And, man, I'm just happy for you guys to be able to get them in your hands. I know people have been talking about them. Todd already got one. It's getting crazy. The LX Smackdown. Cornut has been part of the green team for 15 months. Would you look at that?
Cornut. He does traveling installs.
Sean, that's the last that I can trust you guys. No, thank you, Sean, and thank you, Cornut, for just being a just pillar of the community here and this live stream. Thank you for all your support over the years. And want to give a special shout out to Shannon that just joined the green team, picked up an L7X, got a big build coming down the road with 4 of them on 2 war horses, wired to half ohm, 1,000.4. It's going to be bringing all the twisted tea he ever could want. And appreciate all that you do. And thank you for tuning in tonight, man. And it will be a perfect combination. Maybe the LX. I mean, you could run an LX 3000.1 on a L7X. See, I got it right this time. You definitely could. The power ratings are there, and a little bit more than power rating of what the woofer can handle is kind of what I like to do. But, you know, yeah, absolutely. It'll do it. Thank you again, Shannon. Appreciate you. He will be green soon, but he is part of the green team nonetheless. I know he'll be here for the long run. Garrick, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well, man. How was the SmackDown, by the way? And William knows that you just gotta look at it. You gotta step back and just look at it. Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Just look at it. Sometimes that's all you can do. And thank you, William, for telling the people to just look at it. And would you look at that? Sean Lynn has been part of the green team for 14 months. You guys are awesome. And of course, shout out to all the Patreons. We got $25 membership Patreons, $10, $5, and $1 Patreons. You guys are awesome. And your contributions, I look forward to. I'm like, okay, I can pay that this month with the Patreons. Thank you guys so much. And of course, all the finances stay in the studio. Well, they go into Cookie Monster too. And, you know, few other things. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so that is working, or is that not working? Let me see. I thought TikTok wasn't working. Now it's working. We got 25 likes and it's running. How? I'm not going to ask questions, but it's working. Thank you, Smitty Weber Jensen, man. That's from SpongeBob. I love it. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you for liking the live. And oh, would you look at that? We can do all this stuff. We got TJ on here with a $5 super chat. And I swear there is a microphone and camera hidden in this room, probably because of Cornut.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it. You got to look at it this way, okay? You just got to look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
How did you know I was canceling? That's crazy. I told Kayla, I'm like, I just need to catch up on things, hang out with you guys. It's been a long week. I'm ready to do the show, but after that, I got more content I want to do and just relax with the kiddos for a little while, even though it'll be 11:30. They're still up. But no after party tonight. We do it every Friday, though, so make sure you hang out after the live stream. Living Loud Andy on Discord. And, yeah, just look for the Friday night after party. Every other Friday, we're on there till God knows when, 2, 3 in the morning. At least not Pacific Northwest time, but, you know, on the East Atlantic side. And, but yeah, no after party tonight. How did you know? Like, I got to, maybe it's because I took the firewall down on this computer and Cornut, like, you know, just, he's in my webcam. I'm going to start putting tape and covering up the mic. How did you know? Thank you so much, TJ. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. Mr. Chowders, appreciate you. I know usually we always do that, and it is a blast, man. It is a blast. Let's look at, let's forget the look at it line. Oh, we gotta look at it, Josh. That's the one thing you gotta do is you just gotta look at it. And these guys don't let me go, you know? I do look at it here and there, and even the times I say, you know, you just gotta look at it, and then, like, someone just starts smiling at me, and they're like, oh, look at that, and it's like, it doesn't stop. It's, you guys are the problem, too, but I love you guys for it. I really do. Oh, man. All right, he's yelling at William. Can't wait for Slamology 2025, and, you know, I can't wait till we find out where Slamology is, if it's happening. Either way, we're going to have Donnie on the show here, and we're going to talk about it and hear his past with, you know, just the whole running a show for 20-some plus years and everything else that he does on the side. It'll be awesome. Thank you so much, Randy G, for tuning in. Appreciate you. And speaking of which, I just got a buzz on the phone. We're going to be having Sparked on. I was going to have him on tonight, but I'm like, I like to prepare. You know how I do with guests. So we're going to have something special for them. And their woofer is finally at their, it's here. It is here. And there's a lot of them. Go pick one up. The Bass Blaster. Let's see, reading the comments. We got John here. Thank you for tuning in, John. Appreciate you, sir. How you been? Yes, Court. Yep. Cornut. Yep, that's about it. Thank you for tuning in, Cedric. Hope you've been well, man. Appreciate you. Did you guys even look at the LX amplifier on the website? I mean, it's nice that they show everything. Well, hold on. How am I going to do this? There we go. I guess that works. Just so we're not taking up the entire screen. If you didn't know, the LX has, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 amplifiers for the LX series. A 500.4, 850.1, 1200.5, 1250.1, 1300.7, and a 1650.1, and a 3000, of course. That is kind of crazy, man. Just how many they have. And the 7 channel, do I have to say anything more? That is incredible what they have. I had to get to 3000. They're like, all right, which one do you want to test? I'm like, give me the big boy. Give me the big boy. I don't know if the Amp Dyno is going to be able to survive on it, but just give me the big one. Eric, and thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. And look at all them likes. We got 26 likes. Smash the like. You know the deal. Appreciate you. Make sure Facebook's working here. Yeah? I think so. Just nobody commented on Facebook. Come on, man. You know what? It might be I forgot to share in the Kicker Club and on the page because TikTok was acting up. Well, you know what? It might be the last one for TikTok because if that does disappear on the 19th, no bueno, no bueno. Simon Staley, he is on Facebook. He said he made it. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Green Team. Eric's always playing the video games. It's okay, Eric. We love you, man. Thank you for being here. Super Ernie Jr. Love the show on Fridays, and I can't not do the Friday show. You know, it's where I started doing this stuff. Obviously, you know, hanging out with the guys on Kicker on Mass, but the Friday shows are fun, and the questions, you don't know what's coming. You know, you have some kind of plan, and it doesn't always work, but it's fun. Thank you, Super Ernie Jr. Love the name, and appreciate you tuning in. I know there was an Ernie that just won the 50% off discount code. It wasn't Ernie Flicklin from Kicker. It wasn't him. I don't think so. But man, he's like, hey, 50% off discount code. I know it's rigged. I could probably get in there. But either way, congratulations to all the winners on Tuesday. That was an epic show that we had. Just talking about everything, man. It was amazing of just bad advice, good advice, and everything in between. I can't believe you asked about Discord. I was like, I'm going to tell them towards the end. I'll bring it up, and I don't know how to bring it up, and thank you. But yes, every Friday. It's a blast, man. And, you know, the 14.4 talk, we got to go there. They started it all, and then I'm like, you know what? Me doing the YouTube, I need my own separate thing, and with everything that we keep everything somewhat professional on the Discord and YouTube, Kicker Club, you know the deal. And I like other people to be free, so be free on your own things. You know, that I don't want to tell you how to do it just because I'm there. But appreciate you for making that happen. Let's see. Today, my bus got hit today by a car. Holy crap, Preston. That is crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry. You know, I'm guessing there was some bass in there, and, you know, whenever you wreck a vehicle, that's never good, man. That's never good. I'm sorry to hear that. And then we got El Fuego. El Fuego from the Pacific Northwest. Better late than never. Thank you for being here, El Fuego. Glad that you're doing better, and like to hear from you, honestly. It just, even on the live stream, just saying hello, it means a lot, man. Glad that you're here tonight. Frank the Tank, would you look at that tank, and it's already smashing the like. Discord is a blast and a great time. Randy G says, enjoy your family time because it disappears too quickly, you know, and that's the thing. You know, it's like, you got to balance it. You got to balance it. And honestly, if it wasn't for the live streams, I'd probably have a lot of time on my hand, but I love doing the YouTube stuff. Man, we just did the video of the Solo X, how to recon that, put it on Facebook, 200,000+ views on the shorts. I mean, still Facebook though, you know, it's cool. And I like doing that, and I want to do that more just to get it out there, you know, and have people see the channel, find what I do, and make it worth it. And you got to balance that with family. So appreciate you, Randy G. Appreciate you. Dubby. There's Dubby. I seen someone spell it out in the chat. They're like, Dubby. I'm like, it's perfect. It's perfect. Thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate you. I know I was messing with you, William. Well, Josh, you know what? You should have just told him to look at it, and then he would have been like, oh, look at that. Yeah, look, yep, look at that. Now, Josh has gone down. He's gone. It's all right. It's all right. Yes, sir, right. Me as well. I can't wait for Slamology 2025. You know, and it is the Super Bowl pinnacle car audio show, I would say, everywhere other than maybe in another country where they just have different types of vehicles and they don't do the base stuff that we do. Oh, look at teach how to. I'll send $20 if you have the after party. You sure this isn't double E? Usually double E is always the one saying, hey, wait, come on. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I got babies.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. And, you know, I hate ever bailing out on you guys. And I love doing the after party because it's like, yeah, the live streams are nice. You get the Q&A. But the after party, you get me one-on-one, in a sense, in a room with a couple other guys, and everyone's, you know, they just take turns talking or telling us about their day, and you get that one-on-one, so it's priceless, and I like being able to do that, and this is the only night I'm taking off. I won't do it again. We already cut back on Tuesdays. It is nice after Tuesday. I'm like, wow, okay. What can I do now? Okay, cool. I'll do this. I'll do that, you know, and get ready for work on Wednesday. But yeah, sorry about that. And I wish there was a price tag on it, but I still wouldn't take it. But I appreciate you, and I'll miss you. I'll see you next Friday. I will be there. I will be there. Dubby says, I vote for the log to join you for the show. I know we got to have, well, we got Adam coming on, we got Spark coming on, but we got a Tuesday and a Friday there, kicking it with Andy, and the next Friday, if that works for them. And then maybe the next following Friday, or split it up, because I love having my Fridays for what we do here now, you know, open platform. And then Tuesdays, kicking it with Andy, kicker, stuff like that. Nothing that's other brands per se. And then the after show, or I guess unmasked after show, the other Tuesday. So I don't want to clog it up too much, but we will have the log on here, and he does his own show on his Facebook channel. And appreciate what he does for the community. And Dubby, good idea. Good idea, Dubby. Josh, hold on, man. I'm so far behind on the comments. I can read them all, though, up here. I like how it's rolling over there. I can just look at it. We got Chris Vera on here. 2 LX amplifiers, one for the left and one for the right on a good DSP with 2 beefy subs would be very nice. You know, man, the LX amplifier, what I would kind of qualify it as the 3000.1, as a little brother to the 2400.1, and everybody loved the 2400.1 because it did so much more power. You know, I was a 3500 RMS amp, certified 4500 uncertified. Now, with the Warhorse being there, you don't need that power range because you already kind of got that with the Warhorse 36 that does, you know, almost 5K certified, you know, 4500, whatever, literally that. So I understand why it's a little bit less power, but it's still all the power you need for any kind of beefy 12, 10, 15, even 18. You know what I mean? 3,000 watts at 1 ohm, you know, and some people are going to wire it lower. We can't stop them. Is enough power for at least one big woofer, no matter what you're throwing at it. So it's awesome that it's here, and It has all the fancy features, and it's just quality, man. You know, yes, whenever I first got a kicker amplifier, before that was a Scar, or not a Scar, a Shark 3500, cheap, half bridge, but internally bridged inside, 2 APC LE audio pipe 1500s internally strapped. It was power. And then a Kenwood 9106D was like the next biggest amp that I had, and I ran forever. But when I put that 2400 in there, like even at low volumes, I could just tell it was quality, you know, and this LX amplifier is literally going to do the same thing and then some more. Appreciate you so much. And all right, Josh Holden, I got a new amp, the NVX XAD 17, 13,500 RMS monster amplifier. That must be a surfboard, you know, and that's another thing too, where people were saying, why doesn't Kicker come out with the 10K? Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I don't know, you know, but still, you know, big amplifiers, I feel like might be more expensive to design and build than having two smaller amplifiers that do the same power combined as that bigger amplifier and maybe fit in a smaller, you know, form and needing smaller parts, meaning lower cost. So, you know, it is awesome to see those big amplifiers with big ratings, 13,000, 20,000 watts. Sorry, Jake, I just knocked your hat off. But physics is telling me, and just how things work, it might be a little bit more expensive, and maybe that's why you don't see them as much. Plus, who is going to buy a 13,000 watt amplifier? I mean, yes, us, the guys that are tuning in, the people that are in the lanes, but your normal people, maybe not. Maybe not even a 3,000 watt amplifier, and I get it. But that is awesome, man, and you got to get a good picture with it, and then hold it up in the air, and you got to put it on Facebook. You have to, man. You have to. Can you give Ariana a shout? She's a fan. She is 7. Well, Ariana, thank you for tuning in. And if you know Frank the Tank, then you must be pretty cool too. And thank you for watching. Big time. Appreciate you. Would you look at that? What's going on? WTFN Garage. Haven't seen you well. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. El Fuego throwing around some trophies here. You guys are awesome. I like the 7-channel amp. That would be my go-to if I bought another kicker amp. And, you know, I was contemplating of saying, I'll take the 7-channel. But, one, I was like, I don't know if I have that many load resistors to test it. And if I even know to properly, you know, not just talk about it. Yeah, we can look at it and talk about its specs, but rather have somebody else that knows what they're doing with all that stuff and do it all the time. I've never ran a 6-channel amplifier, let alone a 7-channel amplifier. I mess with 5s, but still, you know, I was like, give me the big one, and you know what, that'd be nice on an L7X, and swap it with the KXA 2400 down the road. And why not? People love the big one. They love the big amplifiers. But that is amazing. That 7-channel amplifier. Again, if you want to look at any of the specs, which is nice, they have it on the site. The manuals should be on there. Let me double check to see if the manuals... I'm going to pull this up. This is why I did this over here, so that you could still see me. You could see what I'm doing. And we're not just taking up the entire screen. If it's too small, you probably can't see it. Turn your phone sideways. Turn me on the big 80-inch TV. You might be able to take a look at it. But this is the 7-channel, 1300 watt. And let's see if they got the manual on here. There's the... You guys know all about this thing, man. This thing is amazing. And no, not yet. Or if there's any plans, if that will be mountable with a longer extension for that. But either way, just quick adjustments for listening position and crossovers. Fun stuff, see? All right, so we got a white paper PDF. Okay, so we do got a manual here. Since we got a manual, and this is a lot of information, we're going to pull this up here. And then I'm going to go over here. And then we should be able to zoom in on this. Enhance, 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 enhance. Is that good? That should be all right. Maybe I can make that a little bit bigger too, but we want to just kind of see everything and know what we're looking at. Okay, so they got all the this is just for the 1300.7. I like how they have every single rating here. 4 ohm, 2 ohm, 4 ohm, 2 ohm for amp 1, amp 2, and amp 3, which would be your sublifier. Oh my goodness. Would that be? No. Amp 3. No, that's for your tweeters. Because they're going to have that third row for your tweeters. Where are we at over here? There we go. That is cool, though, that they have all this stuff. Signal to noise ratio at 1 watt, 75 dB. Signal to noise ratio. Rated power. See, this is new. This is all new. I've never seen them do this on an amplifier manual. So we got under voltage, 6.5 volt. There's a warning at 10.7. That's when it turns yellow. And then the high voltage, 16.5 volt, and it turns yellow at 16 volts. This is nice. Wow, I wish I had this before I did my amp dyno and my review on it. But it wasn't even out yet, and this probably wasn't even finished. But this is nice, and that's literally just that one. Oh my goodness, look, technical data. They have this on the manuals now. What? This is awesome. And this is just your THD. Now, I don't know if this, amp 1 and 2, and the rated power, right about there. There's your certified run, 4 ohm stereo. And that's when you start to clip right there at that 1% THD. But see how clean that stays for how long it does? And then finally, once you get real close to it, it goes up. But I just wanted to show you guys that. That is cool that they have all that stuff there on the manual. And that is new. Let me just look. Yeah, we got the subwoofer. So that's, 200 watts, 250, 300, and almost 350 RMS on that 1300.7. Let me see what it says. That's at 4 ohm. 300 watts, that's what they rated at, but it did like 350 on that test. And then at 2 ohm, 550, 700 watts on the sub channel for the 7.1. That's a lot. That is literally the biggest I think they have on any 5-channel or 7-channel, not like maybe 8-channel, because they do have those for the Marines, but either way, kind of crazy, man. That's awesome that they have all that stuff on there. El Fuego says running 2 7-channel amps is a fun idea. 14 channels of just flexibility. That is amazing. I mean, I want to say I would never do that, but I mean, I'm running 8 channels. Let me think. 8 channels. Yeah, 8 channels, 9 channels technically in Cookie. 2 4-channels and a mono block, So that's 9 channels, just separate. But yeah, I mean, the more channels you have, the more flexibility you have for each speaker output level, rather than having to put physical crossovers in front of it or resistors in line to lower the power. That's all physical and mechanical rather than electrical. AKA having more channels on your amplifier. It's a no-brainer. Thank you, El Fuego. Thank you, Shannon. Appreciate ya. Josh says, I don't have enough subs to handle the 1 ohm load wattage, and again, you can have too big of an amplifier, but you can actually set the gain accordingly with math and with the kicker chart, with, how much power you want, and you can set it so that you are right around that rated power of your woofer, or even under that, and long as you don't play over that volume with all that fun stuff of how you tune amplifiers, you'll be okay. So it's never a bad thing to have too big of an amplifier, but you have to kind of take caution in doing so. And it'll run more efficiently. I'm telling you, if you've seen on that chart there how the THD was really low, and then once you got over 3/4 power, then you started to go above 0.01%, not 1%, 0.01% or whatever, 0.1% THD, that's good. And the less you're stressing your equipment to the utter edge, the better it's going to last, better it's probably going to sound, and the more efficient that the parts are, because they're not going to get as hot. And when things start to get hot, they tend to get less efficient over time. They just do. El Fuego question, Andy. And if you had a $2,000 budget for kicker amps to power your entire system, what would you choose and why? And I know this is a very good question of, do I go with the LX 3000.1 or the Warhorse? And with Kicker's options right now, those are your 2 options. Or how much power can I get out of $2,000 and say I need more power? Can I use 2 let's see, 4 CX 1800s. And I mean, those do 1800 watts at 2 ohm, 2 ohm, 2 ohm, 2 ohm. So, I mean, you probably could get a little bit more power. You get 7,200 watts at 2 ohm on each end. You get what I'm saying, combined, for that $2,000. Or, you know, the LX amplifier, that is, I think it's a little bit cheaper than the Warhorse. I think it's for the 3000.1. What do they have this listed at? They have this at $899. So that should be $100 cheaper, or $200 cheaper, $200 cheaper, can't even talk, than the Warhorse. The Warhorse 3600.1 is $100 cheaper than that. So $100 more. You know, that's, let me think. I mean, if you're talking just straight up power, the Warhorse outclasses it. You know, I got around 3,000 to other people got 3,500 watts out of that at 1 ohm. And then the Warhorse, you know, you're getting like 46, 5,000 watts. So it's kind of just a little bit more. And that's that $100 price point difference. And another thing too, even with the CX amplifiers, you know, each one is $100 more. Like the 1800 is $499, the 1200 is $399, the 800 is $299, and the 400 is $199. So, you know, you do get more power, but I feel like the features of the LX amplifier are a lot different than what the Warhorse has, just because of the gain strapping capability. Not strapping, but in a sense where it locks the gain. It locks the gain at 4 volts so that every gain is set equally and your amplifiers aren't, you know, going left or right. It keeps it there. And supposedly it can make more power at higher voltage. I don't know, or it lets you go higher voltage. And the LX amplifier it's got more bells and whistles kind of thing, where you have like the adjustability of, you know, your bass boost. You know, I know people say don't use bass boost, but in some degrees, when you have a kicker amp that has an adjustable bass boost of boosting certain frequencies, and the Q factor, meaning like, is it going to boost it at 40 and then a little bit at 42 and then a little bit at 45? Or, you know, you're stuck with that, or then you can make it wider where it's going to boost a little bit and then a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a more gradual fall off of that boost. And that's what the Q factor does. And that can help in a system where your vehicle might not be working as well, you know, because your vehicle is going to like a certain frequency with whatever enclosure you have, the woofer you have. And whenever you're going to have some nulls. So that can kind of help in situations where you're trying to make it a little bit more balanced. Not per se louder. The amplifier's only going to make so much power. But if I had to choose, I mean, the Warhorse it's brass and tacks. It's right to the point of just power. It's easy, and yes, but the LX amplifier, it's got more bells and whistles, and it's got a clip detector. That's all I'm saying. It's got a clip detector. It's got a clip detector. It's got it. But the Warhorse has other things too, of showing if it's the input power supply section failure or the output section failure of the amplifier, or something down the line that is causing it to fail. And that is nicer when you have a lot of amplifiers and a lot of woofers, so that you can dial it down to, okay, what is the problem, rather than taking everything apart and trying to figure it out manually. Thank you, El Fuego. Appreciate you, sir. Bobby's like, just take my Wonka card. Just take it. Thank you for tuning in, Kyle. Appreciate you. And, oh, poor Dan. We ain't fighting, Dan. Love Dan. He is awesome. Thank you, Kyle, for tuning in. Appreciate you. And by the way, those doors look awesome. I forget how many you got. What, 28? I don't know. 20, 30 of the 7-inch ST speakers on the Wasted Information build. So now it's not just the bass. I mean, you could hear the music before, but most people demo with their doors shut, you know, or windows flying out. And now you can hear the music in the back of the car. It's awesome, man. Awesome, awesome stuff. Where did I did not have that up here. That's one thing I forgot. I wanted to pull up the Facebook stuff here, but I don't think I need this here. Let me see. Man, they moved the saved all the way down to the bottom, and I use that all the time. There we go. YouTube topics. Okay. And yeah, that is just Kicker's post. I'm going to keep that there. Okay, cool. Sean, do you know Nolan? Let's see. I see CAE way at the top. Appreciate you, CAE. Bobby B. Just rhymes. Would you look at that? You can guess what the RN means. Oh, no. All right, I'm trying to catch up. We got Shootdog in here. Thank you for tuning in, man. A low of -18 on Sunday and a high of 6 on Monday here in Casper, Wyoming. I know we're supposed to get some snow. It's going to be cold here too. Monday coming up, man. We'll see if we can even work. I don't know, man. We drove out in the snow last night. That was fun. Heading out to Somerset. Roads were good though on the turnpike. Soon as I got to Somerset. Sorry, Dad. We had the RAV4 a little sideways, a little bit of Tokyoing. You know what I mean? We were having a little fun, not too much. And but yes, be safe. Shootdog, appreciate you. By the way, I know you always tune into the after party. You might have just got here. No after party tonight, even though Chowder's wanted me on there. I'm like, listen, need to hang out with the family. Catch up on some content, and we got some guests coming on. I gotta get on the ball. And I got to get that 50% off discount code out to, I think it's Ernie Jr. He responded back. I just got to send it to him. All right, there's Chris Farah. I appreciate you, man. Believe it or not, we had Chris on the show. He was like the second guest, man. Rolling Thunder 2, man. Awesome guy. Appreciate you, Chris. The 7 channel. That is beast, man. MBE. Base Dad's been putting some content out. I'm glad that he picked up the mic again and he decided to stay with the car audio YouTube career, you know, because he was gonna quit. And I hate seeing that. You know, I've been doing this long enough. I see people kind of come and go, podcasts come and go, and I'm always sad when someone kind of like throws in the towel. And I know nothing lasts forever, but I pretend this show will. It's gonna be forever with Bobby B and all the gang tuning in. If you guys still tune in, I'm still gonna do it. And the FYI, the LX amplifiers are now available on the Kicker site. Now let me see something here, because when I look, okay, wait, no, that's the Warhorse. You got me all excited, Bobby. Don't do that to me. Don't you do that to me. All right, let me see. LX amplifier. I want to buy one. I know it's on the website here, but can you buy one yet? I went to 3,000. See, you can't buy it yet. You can't buy it yet. And that's why I had this pinned up here. Kicker said, the day we've all been waiting for, if your DM to us or any indication, has arrived. Kicker's new flagship amplifier, DSP LX amplifier, blah, 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 blah. Amazing amp. Contact your local Kicker dealer and get hooked up today. I asked Remy if they're going to be having them in stock. He doesn't know yet, but they do carry L7X products. And I mean, you know, hey, hello, how are you? It'd be smart to do so. Anybody that's a Kicker dealer, but you know, for like the website stuff, because that's what I do. I know the Kicker dealer down the road from me might be actually grabbing those. I should message Steve. I should not Irby, the other Steve, and see if he is going to carry those, because that's an amplifier. I feel like the Warhorse, probably not his customer base, but the LX amplifier, just one of them, two of them, maybe like the 7 channel, the 5 channel, and like the smaller mono blocks. See if he can get some, but either way, I like what they do. They take care of the brick and mortar first. Thank you, Bobby B. Appreciate you, sir. I mean, I know we all love Amazon. We all love TikTok Shop and Temu, but we can't give them all the money. We can't give them all the money. I did an E85 Clog with the log. Log with the clog. Kyle and Clog be clipping. Dobby. Sydney. Wallaby Way. It's a full bridge, Annie. It's not huge, but it's very well built. Okay, so almost like an M March, because I know they got some pretty big amps, Terra amps, full bridge. They got some pretty big ones, a 12.5K, and that one was actually half ohm stable. And I know a lot of Terra amps are doing that, and I mean, companies are going to want to do it. It's the race to zero, even with resistance impedance. Still, I know with like half bridge, full bridge, Macho, Micho, V6, V8, V12, diesel gas. I mean, they all have their pros and their cons, but it's how it's designed. You know what I'm saying? So, but either way, man, that is awesome. Take care of that amplifier. What's the most common motorcycle over there? Moped. You lying. They are not Harleys. Are they really Harleys? I was going to say moped. Appreciate you again, Simon. Appreciate you. It's not 1856. We don't have an outhouse. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on over there, Dubby? Kibo, thank you for tuning in. My Little is a fan of your show, too. He stole my Living Loud with Andy hat and sweatshirt. It's okay, Kibo. It's okay. Kayla steals half of mine. Now I just start buying her some because I'm like, I ain't getting that back. But thank you, Kibo. And tell the little one I said hello. And that was awesome. You guys being at Slam and just, you know, the whole schmeal. And you guys repping the merch. And it's something that in life you can never picture happening. And then when you do, it is the craziest feeling. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, Kibo. The Living Loud with Andy banner is on my birthday wish list, and Dubby's artwork is amazing. Like, he made me this banner, and then I had to change everything, so that's even the older one here, but this was the first one I had for Slamology, and I wound up not even using it, but it's there. And then now we got a new one, and I'm like, I want that one even more. And either way, man, thank you, Dubby, for all the hard work you do for just making those edits. I just put them together, put them on a site, and make it look all right. Thank you, El Fuego. That'll look cool in your little Amp Dyno section room, man. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait till you get that stuff going again. You know what I mean? Just get back to do El Fuego-like things. I'm normally watching from Facebook. Oh, Cody. Oh, Cody. Okay, I know Cody. Ever test those OEM? You know, I look at them every time I go in the garage. They are in good shape. They are in excellent, the best shape ever. But no, I have not. And I love you, Cody. I'm sorry. I've been looking at them. Trust me, I have been looking at them. They're still here. Oh, Double E gifting some memberships. You're getting my hand going over here. I'm like, oh.
Makes it hard. Yeah, you turned down for what? Okay. Yeah.
I don't know why that didn't, it popped up there. It said gifted 10 memberships, but I don't see it over here for some reason. But thank you, Mr. Double E. Appreciate you for gifting the 10 memberships. And I see you, Lee Kirby. I'll never be as windy as you, sir. Oh, you know what? You know what? See, it's doing that thing again. That's why no more other comments were coming in, and that stopped coming through. Not enough memory to open page. Try closing other tabs to free up space. Garrick's just came through. Why? Refresh. Dude, I added more. I added even more RAM in here, thinking that that was the issue. It is not. And I have less tabs open than I did before, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, Facebook stopped rolling though. Facebook's rolling. YouTube stopped. It's just YouTube. Both YouTubes stopped rolling. And that's very strange. That I haven't had that happen in a while. You gotta love this tech stuff, man. You gotta love it. And wait a minute. Now that's not coming through. I just seen Garrick's super chat right here, and it didn't come through on over here. Now it should be working now. Yeah, I only got chowder stuff right here, and it didn't collect it in time because that wasn't working. But thank God for Streamlabs, we still got it on the screen. Andy the day, well, let me move my phone here because we got TikTok there. Bobby B on there. Appreciate you, Bobby. Now I can read it down here. Andy, the day of my operation, my doctors went to start it at noon, and up. Start it at noon. It's a 5-hour surgery. I won't get back to my hospital room until after the show. The day. Oh my goodness. Hey, I appreciate that you're here now, man, and you know, I'll be praying for you that you make a speedy recovery and make it through that surgery. And just thank you for being here tonight, man, and thank you for your support, and thank you for all that you do, man. I'm glad that you're here. Now the comments are flying through. I got most of them here, but it stopped collecting them. I do not do it the noob way like StreamYard and Restream and all that. It's all manual stuff here, but sometimes it has issues, and that was a first in a while. Need input on that. Thank you, Dan O'Brien. Appreciate you tuning in. Kibo. All right, now this is all left and right, left and right. Okay, cool. So I'm just behind on this. What are we at here? 46. Hitting the bald side of the tire. It's been a while. Stuart, so why does Kicker call their channels Amp 1, Amp 2, and so on? Have I missed something from Kicker doing this before? Yes. If you look at pretty much any one of their 4-channel amplifiers, excuse me, you'll see Amp 1 and Amp 2. And all that is we'll say, I mean, it could be really, yeah, you kind of want to do it this way, is having Amp 1 or Amp 2 as your front. And then you're going to have your left and your right, so that you can have a separate crossover or any kind of gain adjustment for your front stage or your rear stage, whichever one you put it on, and vice versa for Amp 2 or Amp 1. You know, it's interchangeable, but just so that you have flexibility for that. And it's two separate, it's the same amplifier, but it's got two different sections. Obviously, it has two different throttling. You know, you can turn up the gain on one side and you turn up the gain lower, or up and down lower on the other one, but it's still inside the same chassis. But they just have it listed as that. And the 7-channel would technically, well, it would have 4. Should have 4. Amp 1, 2, 3, 4, just because, I don't know, Amp 1, Amp 2, like a 4-channel. Amp 3 would be like the bass side. And then Amp 4, you know, vice versa. I know they have it all different in here. Let me pull this up. I don't know why that stopped counting. That's been a while. But I wanted to make sure that that would never happen again. And then just randomly it happened. But I did switch some things around. I got this on the new screen here. I wanted to try that, thinking that it would be better, and it actually turned out to be worse. But yeah, let me take a look, because I do not have the 7-channel here. Let me pull this up. So, yes. Right, Amp 1 and 2. So you're going to have Amp 1, Amp 2, Amp 3, and then Amp 4, but it's just sub-channel. So yeah, it has 4 amps inside for the 7-channel. 5-channel would be your normal Amp 1, 2, 3. And what's cool about those 7 channels or 5 channels or even 4 channels or any Kicker amplifier that's a multiple channel, you can just send it literally one set of inputs, like your left and your right, from your head unit. So you don't need to have 6 or 7, you know, RCAs, well, sets going back to it. Now, can you? Sure. Should you? Probably yes, but you can just dictate it all on there and then adjust everything, and it'll take that same signal that's going to Amp 1 and duplicate it to Amp 2, Amp 3, Amp 4, Amp 5, you know, all so on. And that's cool, and that's pretty much just turning the fader on and off, and they have all those settings in there. I don't know about on this one. I know with the CX amplifiers, They're really easy. It's literally just a switch, and it's nice. But that's how that works, Stuart. I feel bad I missed some of the comments there. Hopefully not too many. Troy, one of the nicest looking amps I've seen, and it is pretty. You do just want to look at it. It is a nice looking amplifier. You just got to look at it. Thank you for tuning in, Troy. We need to move this just a little bit here. There we go. We can just look at it. It is dope. Or just turn the loudness off. No. Why would you want to do that? And that's a topic in itself too. The loud button. You know, I feel like it has its place, and it's literally there just to boost where our ears do not hear as well. The lows and the highs, you know, at lower volume levels, because we can't hear those as well. And that's how the loudness button works. It's not inherently a bad thing. It is definitely not. Now this is working. Good, good, good. CAE throwing out the pennies. Appreciate you, man.
I got pennies.
Oh, you know what? I am slacking. I told Kayla. Usually I come up here like an hour and a half before the show. It is going though. Look at it. It is going from you guys super chatting and donating. I just totally forgot to get it going. And I forgot to turn the fan on. I am sweating in here. We went out to McDonald's, long story short, and kids are crazy. So, yeah, we had a blast, though, and I'm slacking. Sorry, Cookie. Thank you, CAE. I bolted it down, and it doesn't shake as bad, so now I don't hear it, and I just didn't even look. I'm like, everything else is good. We got good questions. We're on a roll. We're having fun. Thank you, CAE. Appreciate you, man. I'm glad to have you guys. You know, I would have forgot. I would have been like, are you kidding me, Andy? Are you kidding me? They just need to make a Trojan horse amp with all the bells and whistles of all the amps in the land. They could. They should. The Trojan horse. Oh, that is good. You got the war horse, the Trojan horse. I mean, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Thank you for tuning in, Jimmy Simpkins. Well, we're almost done here, 52 minutes, and I'm going to try to catch up on the comments. You got any questions about the LX amplifier? Drop them down below. And yes, it's a browser problem, not a computer problem, and that's what I'm figuring. To collect the comments, I'm using Microsoft Edge, and I'm using a browser extension in Microsoft Edge, and I need to see if there's more adjustments that I can make to make that work a little bit better. And would you look at that?
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it. You got to look at it this way, okay? You just got to look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
You're telling me 128 gigs of RAM is not enough, Electra? I doubled it. Same stick, same speed, just figuring maybe it'll help. Nah, no. Thank you so much, Shannon. Appreciate you, man. And the wavy beard, I like it. The beard is not weird. Appreciate you, man. And this guy picked up an L7X, used the Showtime Electronics affiliate code, supporting the channel. So thank you so much, man, and appreciate you joining the green team, just becoming one of us, man, and just welcome, sir. I gave him a demo, a Cookie Monster, and a quad box of Slamology, man, and yeah, he's like, you got the quad box here? I'm like, of course, Kayla's got it. we come prepared for Slamology every year, man. You got to. And hey, Cookie Monster sub blows or something happens, fur gets a little hot, jump on in the quad box. 412's doing a 50. Yeah, it's a fun build. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. And thank you for the super chat, sir. We got Mac up in here. What is up? What's up? I always mess that up, but I know what's coming. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. Hope you've been well, sir. Is that CJ in your pick? Fuego says, take it easy and hope you recover quicker than a kicker amp comes out of Protect. And absolutely, man. And you know it's going to be coming out. You know it's going to be okay. And absolutely, El Fuego. Yeah, it's well, you know what? I think I tried to look at the, I turned off everything that would make things sleep. And, you know, for whenever things are idling that are not being on the screen. It's definitely something I tried to go into the settings with, I forget what it was for the shared amount of, not cache, but something like that. And I don't know enough with the browser stuff, but I was like, I'm at like 30 gigs of RAM when I'm live, and I got every single monitor. Like, I got just screen everywhere, and things just playing in the background. Every time I do one of these, like, you know, it pulls something, and I'm like, well, 30 out of 64 should be plenty, but maybe it's something else. Let me ask AI, you know, and what's the easiest thing to do is, yeah, add more RAM, but, you know, I don't know. That could be even a con too, but yeah, it's something with the browser extension, and there's a lot going on, but that's how it collects the comments. And it doesn't do it all the time. It does not, and my computer wanted to update today, and I'm like, no. I got 45 minutes to get ready. We are not doing an update, because then, you know, something else happens. So maybe that could be that too, you know, but hey, either way. Annie's one of the boys purchased an IQ amp only to get it delivered damaged and blown. Anything Kicker can do for this poor fella, man. I mean, you know, Kicker's warranty is amazing, and even if it's not under warranty, they do repair amplifiers. And if it's something cosmetic, you know, there's two ways they can go about it. They might just send you an entirely refurbished one of somebody else's, or they're going to take yours and repair it and fix it. And boom, you know, either way, you're getting a working amplifier that doesn't have anything wrong with it, and you'll get back to going rather than having no amplifier. And yes, send it to Kicker. That's my advice. And even with the IQ amplifier, that's from like the 41 series, so we're at 51 10 years ago. They might have some things still, I would assume. I mean, you can even send maybe ZX amplifiers there, but anything past that, like SX, I don't know if they're going to still have stuff for every line. They can only hold on to stuff for so long. Absolutely, Dubby. Notre Dame would be fine. Not a fan either. Notre Dame. Cookie is broken as well. Cookie's broken? Yeah, I got that one. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah, there it is. Thank you, CAE. Thank you, man. Nilo, thank you for tuning in, man. Hey, man. Andy, appreciate you. I hope you've been well, man. Thank you for tuning in. And, yeah, now we're up to 3 million people that have seen your face on that video. You looked great, by the way. And thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you, sir. It's crazy to use like loudness, but I listen to mostly metal then. Right, and you know, with music, that's the thing. You know, maybe that music isn't just loud at that particular frequency, or it's just kind of lacking, and the loud button can work, you know, at lower volumes. That's what it's meant for. If you never noticed, like, loud volume, like you turn it, or when you have it on loud, you turn it up, it doesn't get louder than it was with it off at the end of the roll, you know, volume 62 out of 62, if you got a Pioneer, you know, it just, yes. Okay, so Cookie is working, but either way, it has its place, you know, but to get louder, no. At a lower volume level, yes. And thank you, Wade. Appreciate you. He's getting, man, it is raining.
Make it rain.
Hit it, Michael.
Now that we got Cookie working over there. Like, oh, look at that. Oh,
Eddie.
look at that.
Went over.
Peace. Thank you so much, Wade. I appreciate you, sir. Oh, yes, I made it better late than never. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for everything, man. The Pennies Kicker Club, this guy is always kicking it. And thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate you, sir. And this was a fun stream, other than forgetting to turn on Cookie Monster, TikTok being weird, and the comments stopping from collecting. Otherwise, great show, and Tuesday's going to be fun. Kicker's going to be talking all about the LX amplifier, even more. We can't talk about it enough. Let's just look at it and keep looking at it. You know, I mean, it's an awesome amplifier, and you know, I'll be on the after show for that. not unmasked, but, you know, unmasked after show. Just as good. We'll talk about it even more. And then hopefully next Friday, I'm trying to get in Sparked Innovations on Friday, and then have Adam on SPL from SPL Lab on Tuesday. You know, if everything works out, it's going to be loaded. That's why I'm like, I need to start working now. I need every minute that I can. And appreciate you again, Wade and Will Taylor. Scott Dilbeck is a silly goose. Hey, I could not agree with you anymore. Got him. Got him. Thank you, Will Taylor. Appreciate you. And Mr. Dilbeck, he has his moments of, you know, yeah, being a silly goose. But we love Scott. And yes. I seen JP going after Scott today. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I stay on the fence with a lot of stuff. You know, I got to, and two, it's okay. And but hey, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It is gonna happen. And you know what? Just every distributor out there, at least they're getting more car audio into your hands, and that's all that matters. I don't care where you buy from. You know, Sky High, Down for Sound, Big Jeff, Showtime, whoever. You know, as long as you get some and it's a good quality product, doesn't matter. But thank you so much, Will. New phone, who dis? Thank you for tuning in, Mike. Mike J. Hope you've been well, man. Like the SPL video, by the way, that was awesome. I want to do something like that, but yeah. How do I send a donation? He got it. He got it. Andy straight dropping kicker corporate knowledge. Well, sometimes you just got to look at it, you know? That's it. Thank you, Troy. Thank you, All Fuego. Fantastic showing. Great contributions by the Living Loud with Andy chat crew. I know. Appreciate you guys so much. Like, big time. Thank you so much for your donations tonight. It keeps the show going and get more things to do and talk about, and makes it worth even more. You know, you guys are awesome, and the donations or the sugar on top, appreciate you so much for that. And thank you, El Fuego, for all that you done, man. This guy is the top Living Loud with Andy gifter, just super chatter, pretty much everything. I mean, Bubba still got him. You can see him on the bottom there. Bubba still got him on the gifted memberships, but on the top there, just super chats, donations, El Fuego, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. All right. Let's see. El Fuego's like, yeah, I'm ready. It's been an hour. We're good. We got Mike DePoli. Looks like it's probably one of his green team milestones that didn't pop up for some reason. Yeah, it did pop up. Mike. 15 months. That's why I got all this right here, too. I don't trust all this other stuff I use all the time. It's nice having a backup plan. Thank you, Mike DePoli, for being part of the green team forever. Amped up car audio. Let's get amped up. Yes. Don't get me amped up. The show's over. I'll keep going. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Max says, I gotta say, I really love his channel, and I know everyone does too. Got to go back to work. Love you, Mac. Appreciate you for the good words. Honestly, man, thank you so much, and I appreciate all that you do, and thank you for tuning in and always saying hello and what's up. Yes. And on that note, Jimmy's got one question. Half ohm, I feel it's not needed. Just get a bigger amp for more power. Oh, they're starting to believe and see. Yes. Yes. You know, right now, as it sits Cookie Monster, each warhorse is at 2 ohms, and man, it runs cooled. Now, when I get the new one, I might need a little bit more power, but right. Get more amplifiers, get bigger ones, and then you're good to go. Absolutely, Jimmy. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Thank you, Josh. We love you, Andy. Great show. Thank you so much, and thank you guys for tuning in. And I'm not going to keep you here all night. I would, but they get mad. No after party tonight, so I will see you guys Tuesday, Kicker Unmasked, and then Kicker Unmasked after show with Andy. And then Friday, it's going to be awesome. So have an awesome weekend. Have an excellent rest of your Friday. And thank you for watching. And as always, stay living loud. Where'd I move this thing? There it is. See you guys.
With Andy, kicking it with Andy.
Thank you,
You know what that
Will.
means? We
Appreciate
living
you,
loud.
man. Tonight went great. Not one single problem. It was great. Tonight was awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you again, Will. Appreciate you, Cracker, Garrick, Dubby, Shoot Dog, Cracker, and Troy. Can't forget about Eric.
Living life with Andy.
You know, this right here, probably going to be kicker build of the week, man. 8 kicker L7s in a tiny little trunk. And Cornut comes in clutch on time. Cornut says, it is mine for the taking. Jake, get out of here. Thank you so much, Cornut. Appreciate you. And love you guys so much. Have an awesome weekend. 3, 2, oh no, Eric! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.